Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HTZ. We will take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 15-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 15 minutes. So while this may look like a couple weeks worth of time right here, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 15-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes mapping out a very logical question quite straightforward. And the question revolves around the fact that this here has been a very solid bounce. I can't imagine anybody sitting there, saying, no, this hasn't been a good move. No, everybody would agree after the gap down and, the initial portion of the day, this has been a nice move on the bull's part. But that brings up, like I said, the logical question. But is there any sort of true power behind this move? Is there any sort of genuine strength? Or is this just some sort of, fake bounce, dead cat bounce? I have no idea. But by using charts, like I said, we can make answering this question very straightforward. And in my mind, it all revolves around a single level. And that level is down there at $21.50. Why is $21.50 so important going forward? Well, hopefully we can all agree on the logic that price movements with true power, with genuine strength, bounces that are actually bouncing are going to continue to bounce, right? The price is not going to go back to where it was. I'm assuming you're saying, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Of course, a price movement with true power, with genuine strength, is not going to go back to where it was. So with that in mind, think about $21.50. Any sort of closes below it, or worse yet, if the price separates to the downside, what is that doing to the price? That's putting the price right back down to within this range where it was, during that nasty part of the morning. Again, going back, not a sign of true strength. Whereas let's say the price heads down here, bounces around, and then heads back up. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this set down there. And if you picture those as stair steps, well, hey, now you have some stair steps going in the upwards direction. And again, that's what truly strong moves do, right? They make progress in the upwards direction. So 2150, in my opinion at least, a very important level of support. Ideally speaking, meaning, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the strongest going forward? If the price can stay up above $25.50, that's going to definitely make the chart look, a best case scenario. But in my opinion, if $25.50 fails, by no means am I saying that the entire bounce is ruined or anything like that, for the reasons we've talked about down there at $21.50. What about levels of resistance? Let's talk about a couple of these. And with that, it's pretty straightforward just because of the, there's such a big gap down. Yeah, there's levels of, resistance up here at, $30-some. But before you get to those, just keep an eye on the moving averages. The purple line right there being the 50-period simple moving average. Pink line being the 200-period simple moving average. So there's going to be the next couple levels of resistance. But in my opinion, breaking resistances is not at the top of the priority list. Top of the priority list right now is just starting to build some higher bases, go through some healthy consolidation. Case in point right here. Sure, it went sideways for a little bit, but as you know, the closing part of the day showed that proved to be very healthy. So price doesn't always need to be going up in order to be healthy. So by no means am I saying price has to break levels of resistance tomorrow. The key thing right now, building those higher bases. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.